Meanwhile, people in contact with the Prime Minister during a media conference on March 27th are not within the 2-day window before Prime Minister Dr. Rowley reportedly developed symptoms of COVID-19. This clarification comes from epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hinds. Sunil Lalla has more.
Epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hinds says the 2-day window for exposure to a symptomatic case of COVID-19 falls within the updated WHO's guidelines. His statement comes after the opposition on Friday said that several ministers were in contact with the Prime Minister within the last 14 days, citing safety concerns. This was the primary reason for the empty opposition benches in the Parliament on Friday. Dr. Hinds says WHO guidelines points to contact tracing 48 hours prior to a person becoming symptomatic for the virus.
The people who would have been in contact with him at the press conference on the 27th or in Parliament the day before would fall long before the onset of symptoms, well outside of that 2-day window that we give before the onset of someone's symptoms when they could have been infectious.
This was confirmed on the WHO's website from a document posted on February 1st, 2021, which states that contact tracing for a symptomatic case is done 2 days prior to the onset of symptoms. Dr. Hinds confirms that all contact tracing for the Prime Minister has already been completed and those who would have been exposed are already in quarantine.
All the contact tracing has been carried out and that all relevant individuals who would have been in relevant contact would have been placed into quarantine and testing would have been done.
Dr. Hinds says this 2-day window is standard procedure for any symptomatic case of COVID-19.
Whether it is loss of taste and smell, sore throat, fever, whatever it is that you are experiencing, if you're having symptoms, the date that you had those, we use that as our start date and move backwards 2 days to verify who else you may have been in contact with and could have infected.
He says all information on the number of people who have been quarantined due to the Prime Minister's positive case would be answered by the Tobago Health Authority or the County Medical Officer of Health on the island. Sunil Lalla, TTT News.